I got a lot of comments that I needed to check out Wing doing Dopamine, the drum and bass remix version of it. So we're going to check that out. There's a part of me that's a little bit bummed that I'm not exploring another new artist for this video in the beatboxing community, because there are a ton of artists I haven't gotten to yet breaking down on this channel. And so, but I have to hear this one because everybody's been saying it's amazing and exciting. And so over on Patreon, I've been doing a little bit more of my beatboxing study. I can't put up everything over here on YouTube because then my channel is just going to become like a beatboxing reaction channel, which, you know, could be fun on its, you know, in its own way. But so I've been working on, I did a study of snares, trying to get the snares like that, the PF and the those different types. I'm just basics. Like I'm trying to get some of the basics here. I also did an inward bass study, didn't go anywhere. Another thing I've been working on is getting my kick to have the getting a difference between the kick and the snare, so it's more of that B where you take the voice out of the B. I don't know. I've been trying to do some of those basics. Also, I did a lip roll study. That's as far as I got. I can't get it to go lower like Remix does and some of these other guys. It's unbelievable. Anyway, so I'll be putting up a lot more of me trying to stumble through try to learn this stuff so that I can like break it down better, because it's just like, you know, you need to know some things to even talk about this stuff. So, all right, last thing to tell you about, I'm a vocal coach. I've been teaching voice for 25 years. I have an awesome team of teachers that are teaching with me here in the Manhattan, Tri-State, Philadelphia area. If you need voice lessons and you're out here, hit us up. If you want online lessons, we do them all over the world too, and they work. So just reach out. Links in the description. Okay, here we go. This is Wing Dopamine Drum and Bass Remix. All right, here we go. All right. Good. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Whoa, we got a little swing beat here. Oh my God. Whoa. We're gonna stop here for a second. I gotta say some things. Ah! Oh my God. Okay, we're at 106 right now. So first of all, the thing I was thinking about, you know, with the drum and bass stuff of this is like we're definitely at a slower tempo than the original, right? Because that's, you know, like you think about the difference between like kind of like the more dancey, techno-y version that he had before. I guess you'd say that was like a techno version, the first version. Yeah, kind of like an EDM style version. And this one has that more, it's a slower tempo. And what's really cool about this drum and bass version is that if you do it at a little slower tempo, you can have that like halftime feel. So it's got a little bit more of that laid back groove. And then when you go into double time, if you don't understand that, let me just explain that real quick. So it's like, if I have this as the beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, da-ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-dum, ba-dum. Then if I can go into double time, but still stay within that feel. 4, 1, 2, 3. Watch this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Notice my body's still moving the same as it was when I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you do that switch in the music, when you take the beat and go from that slow feel into that double time, 1, 2, 3, 4, the excitement jumps up. It's like it's a music production trick, and that's what's really cool about this arrangement. Listen for that. See, we're slower because he's gonna double time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that works? So he doubled right there. We were 1, 2. You get the idea. I think I explained it enough. Hopefully you get that. All right. So now it's interesting being kind of a little bit of a novice beatboxing student myself. Whenever you listen to someone who's a master of something, doing the thing you're trying to learn, you always notice things about what they're doing that are relating to where you're at in your journey studying that thing. So what I was listening for was the clarity of his snare and the kick sounds here. Like, listen to that. Like how clear that is inside of the, I guess that's like throat. I can't get the pitch that he's doing that. I can kind of get the pitch. I found that I can only do throat bass in like a certain pitch range. Some guys I've heard can do it much lower than I can, and I think I can do this note. It feels on the high pitch range end of a note I could do throat bass on it. By the way, he does have, you can even see, I think he's recording into, it doesn't look like Logic. What is that? Is that like one of the Cubase or some, that's some digital audio workstation. I'm not sure what he's recording into, but there's definitely reverb on this, for sure. So this isn't just like one of those raw recordings that you hear. And this is something, again, that we got to take into account when we listen to these things. Like, which ones are more studio produced, which ones are just alive with a mic, you know? So I was listening for, because I'm a novice, I'm listening for that his that I guess it's a PF snare, I think is what Skiller was calling it. See, I'm getting some names. I'm learning some people. It's so, it's so fascinating, getting the kick before the throat bass thing. Because a kick bass, at least the way I think he's doing it, is like it's like a mouth thing. So I've been working on that too. But it's just so clean when you hear professionals. These people have put in their 10,000 hours. The cleanliness of it's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm blabbing a lot, guys. Wow. Now we think the swing. Right here. Okay, so that's right. This is the swing section, right? So what does swing mean? If we take the eighth notes in anything, or we take a beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, there's the beat. If we subdivide the beat into eighth notes, ta-ta, 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 those are called straight eighth notes. You're equally subdividing the beat with eighth notes. Ta-ta, 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 ta-ta. When we add swing to a rhythm, we make a long, short feeling. We take those eighth notes and we don't evenly subdivide them. We make the first one longer and the second one shorter. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, as opposed to straight eighth notes, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Notice that change here. Straight eighth notes here. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Now check this out. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Hear that? Oh, and now he's doing some crazy vocal stuff. Oh, I love those moments when it was like a, what are the consonants he's using for his little, I think it was like, you can go really fast with that. A lot of times it's just messing around and you try to, just get the basics of just mimicking. That's kind of like that sound he did at the start of the other Dopamine, the like EDM version when we he does that little trumpety thing. So cool. I just want to make any sound that goes that fast with ooh, that goes pretty fast. Puka-chicka. It's like boots and cats. Boots and cats. Puka-chicka, puka-chicka. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. Wow. What's so cool about that, like I'm really learning how there's some things that are really isolated in the mouth that you can do independent of other things you're doing in your throat, that it's just so cool. There's like the bridge or something. Wow. Wow. This arrangement. Oh, wow. Back. Oh, wing. Ah. Oh my God. So, one other thing that I've been noticing as I've been poking around this community and, getting into it is there's so many levels of artistry happening that in the doing of this, in this medium, this beatboxing world. And, one of the big things is like, getting to a level where you can actually execute the coordinations is like, it's an incredible amount of time. It takes so much time to make these sounds. And just like it does to learn how to really sing, it takes a lot of time to make these sounds. So there's the study of that. And then we've got like so we've got like the study of beatboxing sounds. Then we have the study of singing, because a lot of the artists now are integrating singing in. Then we've got the study of arranging of music, where you have to, like, one of the things that I think Wing is an absolute master of is his ability to create arrangements that have an interest. He doesn't just have a bunch of cool tricks that he does. Like, he builds these constructions that are, as like full-on music production versions, where we've got the kick happening here, then the kick drops out because he goes to a repeated snare sound that has a slow 4-bar build, then there's a dropout, then he drops a low note, and then we're into a fast sec. It's like, the understanding of music production to the point where you get inside the mind of your listener and you're creating new experiences every 3 or 4 seconds to hold our attention the whole time. It's really like building a ship in a bottle. That's kind of how I think about it. It's like producing any song, but just adding a whole other layer of complexity to it, in that you can never have the bass note be held. Well, there are exceptions, I guess. It's like you have to make one sound at a time, is what the whole thing with the voice. You don't have the luxury as a music producer of things with instruments where the bass can be going at the same time the drums are going, at the same time the singer is singing. You don't have that luxury as a beatboxer, so you have to mask all of that when you're doing the arrangement. So there's such incredible wizardry in the arranging of these, and he is so good at that. He's so good at building these, these ships in the bottle. And I don't even know what else to say. Like, let me just play a little bit more. That's the end of the swing section. Now we're out of the swing section. That little That's all overtones. Like he's changing the vowel, which then is giving this like it gives that effect like you would hear a DJ do where they do like the filter sweeps or. But you can do those in all sorts of ways, like you can do that even in the mid-range frequencies, and that's kind of the effect he's emulating here. See, he's going from like an O to an ah. That's like he understands overtone. I love how there's no air is wasted. The breaths in have sounds attached to them. The breaths out obviously have sounds attached to them. And listen to that clarity of that kick. See right there that like now that I'm getting into the granular study a bit more, like they have to sound the same every time. I've been trying to work on that. I've also been trying to work on not getting it to have like a doubling. Sometimes when I try to do a kick though, because it feels like I accidentally get a doubled, like a inside of it. And I don't think you're supposed to do that from what I've heard. They say, like you say, buh, and then take the voice out of it. Buh. And then try to make more pressure on it. Sometimes I do it and I can feel I get a little deeper tone. Like right there. Compared to like that feels higher pitch. Notice how consistent his are. It's so clean, like it's so perfect. Even his snares are just, every one of them sounds exactly like the last one. I know you guys who are like super beatbox experienced are like, dude, you're such a newbie. Like, yeah, his kicks and snares are unified, of course. Like, just wait. It's just those, and also there's all these little extra. So if I do like, doing that clicky sound feels like it really slows you down because you got to kind of go back with your tongue. Wow. I love that little finish at the end. So badass. Man, Wing. I'm in the fan club, man. I'm in the fan club, honestly, of all of you guys. I'm having a blast, just reading the comments. I've been talking with some of you guys too. It's what a fun new adventure I'm on here. So anyway, let me know what you think. If you want to join my posting more stuff on Patreon, come on over. Thanks so much for the support. Okay, here we go. On to more reactions. I'll see you in my next one. Cheers.